Hello guys, welcome to this fourth webinar in the Career in Programming series. We will be starting out in a couple of minutes from now. Just hold on, we will be starting in a couple of minutes from now. Hey guys, I hope you guys can watch me right now. Just to make sure that everything is working fine, just try posting some messages in the live chat. Hey guys, I hope you guys can just make sure that everything is working fine. Try posting some messages. Yeah, so we'll be going live in about a minute from now.
It's 6 o'clock.
Okay, guys. So it's 6 p.m. Let us start. Let me just. Okay. Okay, guys. I welcome to this fourth webinar in this series. This webinar name is Career in Webinar, Career in Programming. So this webinar focuses on how you can make the best out of best career in the programming sector in the information technology. Okay. Before we dive into that, just hold on, guys. Yeah, sorry for the interruption. Yeah, so I hope I am audible to all of you guys. Let me just check. Yeah. So we are streaming fine. Yeah. So let us start first of all a little bit about me. Um, I'm Akshat Goel. I have over 8 years of experience in various fields of programming, including IoT, Android, iOS development, and backend development in the various stacks like Mean Stack, Mern Stack, and Lamp Stack. Recently I've been focusing a lot on ML, AI, and IoT. Okay, and that has been my focus for last couple of years for now. So a little bit about my story about how I got here. So I got into IIT Delhi in 2008. I got into mechanical engineering, which was sort of different from what my interest area was. I was interested more in computer science, but I like instead got into mechanical engineering. So therefore, I did a lot of internships. I did more than four internships and more than 15 projects. I did a lot of trainings, online and offline. And then, as a result of it, as a result of all the hard work that I put into my 4 years of BTech, which was a lot of trainings online and offline, and a lot of internships and projects, I got placed at a company called DNA in Japan at a very high package. Okay, that is a little bit about me. And then I decided to leave my job after a couple of years and decided to come back to India to basically sort of help the fellow engineering students that are out there, okay, to help as many engineering students as possible so that they can fulfill their career, so that they can get the best possible outcomes from their careers, okay, to basically guide them. That has been my mission for last couple of years now. So before we dive into the real agenda and the real things in this PPT, I just want to sort of like tell you about 4 to 5 recent events that have happened in the recent past. Okay, so first of all, Eckovation has launched a winter training program for the year 2017. So in this program, you will be mentored by a team of people from IIT Delhi. You will be choosing your courses from a list of 5 to 6 courses. Okay, and at the end of these courses, you will be getting a mentorship on how to build your resumes, how to prepare for internships, and you will also be getting internship opportunities from the Ecovation itself. Okay, that is the key agenda, the key motive of the winter training program that has been launched by Ecovation. Okay, number one is that. Another one, artificial intelligence market is estimated to touch more than $153 billion by the year 2020. That has been the estimate of Indian government. There will be more than 125 billion devices. So 1 billion is about 100 crores. Okay, so there will be more than 12,500 crore devices connected on the IoT network by the year 2030. So you can imagine just how massive this IoT revolution is going to get. UAE now has a minister of artificial intelligence, which means that, like, so you can yourself see that the artificial intelligence is such a big area, is such a hyped area that now everyone is doing their bit in the artificial intelligence field. Even UAE is having their own minister for the artificial intelligence. Okay, that is the kind of impact that this artificial intelligence is having on the various countries and everywhere, right? Tata Communications is going to spend highly on IoT. Within 2 to 3 years, they will be spending over $100 million in inculcating the IoT technologies in their industry. Okay, that is again one more sort of the indication that IoT is going to get big. That was the recent news that I was just like jotting down when I was going to the newspapers in the last couple of days. So let's get ahead. So have you heard of these job profiles like Android developer, full stack developer, social marketing, social media marketing manager? Like these kind of people very normally earn 8 lakhs per annum, 12 lakhs per annum, very normally in the current industry. Okay. Did you ever aspire of getting these high salaries? I'm sure you did. And you must also be wondering on how you can get there. Just stick with this presentation. I'll tell you how you can get there. First of all, on how all of this is happening, on what is the baseline, what is the base infrastructure that is making all of these things that are happening over here possible. That is the code rules. Okay, the age that we are living in right now, that is the age of internet. Okay, almost every industry that you see around you, whether it's manufacturing industry, or it's travel industry, or it's entertainment industry, or it's or maybe it's the your transportation industry, almost any industry that you can imagine, it is on the verge of being disrupted. Okay, and it is being disrupted by the very own internet. Okay, on which you log in every day to check your Facebook accounts. This internet is now disrupting every other possible industry that is there around you. Okay, and this revolution is being driven by code. Okay, code rules the world. So this coding is making it possible for the various people to write their software, their apps, and they are placing these things over the internet so that they can be used by all of these people, right? And all of this is enabled by code. Okay, and the code basically enables all of this. And you know what, who is writing all of this code? Engineers like you and me are writing this code. Okay, now maybe you are in computer science. Okay, if you are in computer science, you can worry a little bit less, because you need to learn a lot more about the various skills from the various industries, so that you can always be employable. Or even if you're not in computer science, you should not worry, because you can learn all these skills that are required to get a fledgling career in the IT. It is very much possible. You can do that using the various courses that Eckovation is offering online. Okay, you can do that even if you're not in computer science. You can be a part of this revolution by learning a couple of skills that are offered by the online courses. Okay, and even if you are in computer science, you should know that you are not safe. Why? Because the curriculum that is being taught by the colleges is not up to date. Okay, it is not good enough to get you a good job. So you should always be updating yourself to be trained in the latest skills that are required by the jobs of today. Okay. Okay. So let me just post you guys some messages. Please keep posting messages here. I will answer them all at the end of the session. Okay, so I've posted you guys a message. Yeah, so let me come back to my PPT. So yeah, so what are the areas? So you know what, like there is this area of robotics. Robotics is right now influencing almost every industry that you see around you. Okay, almost like you see places, things like like you see things like drone delivery, right? You can read various newspapers and everything that like various e-commerce companies are now delivering their packages through quadcopters, right? All of that comes through the power of robotics. Okay, then you have these various driverless cars. Okay, these driverless robots which are automatically navigating from one place to another and delivering your pizza by the road, right? You have things like these also. Okay, so you know what, like all of these things are happening through the power of robotics. What is robotics? Robotics is code that is when combined with mechanical engineering. When your code combines with mechanics, it makes robots possible. Okay, then the kind of things that you can do when you have this power, the kind of things that you can do then is immense. Okay, so you have these things, right? So you have robotics which can enable you to do these things. And then comes the internet of things. Internet of things, as we also also like learn in the in our news section that IoT is the thing. Almost every country, almost every company that you see around you can see that IoT is on the radar of almost all of these companies. You have Samsung, which is now connecting all their devices like refrigerator, air conditioner, or your washing machine, or your anything that you see around you. You can see that all of these things are being connected over the internet, which will then be controllable very easily through your mobile phones. Okay, and you will be basically able to control all these devices through just a tap on your mobile phone. Okay, that is the power of your internet of things. Okay, and we also read that by 2030 there will be more than 125 billion devices that will be over the IoT network. Okay, that is the power, that is the power of IoT. Okay. Then comes the artificial intelligence. Like artificial intelligence is now everywhere. Whether you see a Google Maps or whether you see your favorite song being recommended to you on your music app, you can see artificial intelligence almost everywhere. Okay. And this area also is exploding at a very fast rate. Okay. And it is going to influence almost every industry that you see around you. Then comes the Android. All these things, all these technologies that you see over here, like robotics or say Internet of Things or say artificial intelligence, almost all these areas, almost all these technologies are in the end enabled by Android. Okay, are in the end these technologies are enabled on the tap of your button. Okay, and those apps and those things are ultimately running on your mobile phones. Okay, Android is just a name, right? Android or even your iOS mobile apps, all these things are running on your mobile phones, right? Ultimately, all the technologies that you see are enabled by this mobile revolution. Okay, even these technologies are combined using the I consumed using their mobile phone, and even these are accessed or controlled, and everything is done here from your mobile phone. So Android and
It's
mobile
6:50.
technology is really the backbone of of all these technologies, of all these revolutions that are happening around you. Then comes the virtual reality. Virtual reality is going to change how you interact with your world, right? It's going to change virtual reality is going to change on how you play games, on how you watch movies, on how you interact with your friends, right? Because virtual reality enables a 3D world, a totally virtual world, which is beyond your senses. Okay, which is beyond your imagination, just by wearing, just by enabling you to wear a headset. Okay, you wear a headset and you enter a completely different world. That is the power of virtual reality. Another very big area which is going to change a lot more things around you in the upcoming years. Okay, so these are the areas. Now you must be thinking on how you can be a part of these areas, right? It is very simple. You can okay, so let me just post you guys a message. uh, yes guys, keep posting your doubts. I will be handling your doubts by the end of session. That was just my little message to all of you guys. Yeah, so yeah, so you must be thinking on how you can be a part of all these areas that are happening on like that are coming up around you, right? So there are basically, I've split this problem into three cases. Okay, either you are in first or second year. If you're in first or second year, then my recommendation to you is that explore as many things as possible. Okay, it is the first time you're in engineering. Try to be a part of as many student clubs as possible. Try to do as many interdisciplinary courses at your college as possible. Okay, try to basically learn skills. Okay, don't focus on any one field, okay? Because you are young, you are in first or second year only. It is very important that you explore as many areas as possible right now, okay? So a way of exploration is obviously trying to be a part of as many school, as many college groups as possible. Okay. Another way is that try doing as many courses as possible in your college. Okay. And then also subscribe to as many online courses as possible. Okay. For example, subscribe to a course in virtual reality and subscribe to a course in say data structures, and then get into Android development, and then get into machine learning. So try to explore as many courses as possible so that by the end of your second year you will be in a position, okay, where you will be able to tell that, okay, this is the area which I love the most and I want to make my career in this area. Okay, that is very important. Next, if you are in third year, okay, if you have an internship opportunity, then you should build your expertise in the area for which you have an internship offer as much as possible. Okay, brush up your resume even further so that you are in the best shape when you join your internship at the end of your third year. Okay, if you don't have an offer already, okay, then my recommendation to you is that do online courses. Okay, do as many. Okay, so don't do many courses, do just one or two course. Okay, for example, do a course in Android, okay, and do a course in full stack. Why? Because Android and full stack courses are very easy to do. Number one. Number two, there are plenty of options available for these courses, for these skills, for a full stack developer and for an Android engineer. Okay, so try doing your courses in these fields. Okay, build some projects which are hosted somewhere, which are showcaseable. Okay, then build your resume and then start applying for various internships. There are various internship portals that you can see, that you can find online. Okay, apply in these internship portals and you will definitely be able to land up in a good internship opportunity. Okay, make sure that there are two very important things. Make sure that your resume, that you have a skill in mind for which you are looking for an internship. Number one, my recommendation is that it should be on the two fields, basically Android and full stack. Okay, my recommendation is that. Another thing is that build good level projects which should be accessible just by looking at your resume. That is also very important. Then build your resume and start applying for these internships. You will definitely be able to find yourself a good internship. What to do in fourth year? If you are in fourth year, there is a possibility that you already did a very good internship. If you already did a very good internship in your first 3 years of engineering, then get into competitive programming. Okay, do as much as do as much as possible your like competitive programming, and then apply for a good job at the end of your fourth year. Okay, there also you should be having a good level resume with all your projects in the first 3 years that you built to a very good extent. Okay, that should be your goal. If you did not do a good internship, then I must say that you're already late. Okay, because now you have just 1 year, and your aim is to crack a good level job, right? So again, do at least 3 online courses. Okay, do two core online courses, for example Android or full stack. Okay, do those courses, and then do an add-on course which suits your interest, for example artificial intelligence or virtual reality or big data or anything. Okay, and then jack up your resume and apply for a job. Okay, I must tell you that virtual reality, for example, or say blockchain, these are very good areas. Okay, but these areas are more sort of exploratory areas. Okay, you cannot expect that you will get a job in virtual reality after you pass out from your college, right? Because virtual reality is still such a new field that jobs are still coming up in this area. Okay, so if you haven't done a good internship in your first 3 years, or maybe if you are in first year, first second year, or maybe if you are in third year and you're looking for a skill to specialize, then you should basically be focusing on skills which have lots and lots of job opportunities. Okay, right now there are the maximum job opportunities that are available. Those like areas are Android, iOS, and your full stack, and also your front end. So basically, make at least one or more of these skills that I had mentioned as your core skill. Okay, and then do as many exploratory courses that you want as possible. For example, virtual reality or big data or artificial intelligence. All these courses should be your add-on courses. Those should not be your primary courses. Many students who come to me, they say that, okay, sir, I have worked on artificial intelligence, and now I'm looking for a job as an ML expert. I tell them that no one is going to hire you as an ML expert just fresh out of college, right? Unless you're you are brilliant in mathematics. Okay, no, that is not going to happen. So you should be focusing on your core skills first, and then do these skills as an add-on. For example, if I'm getting applications from two full stack developers, one is a full stack developer who doesn't know ML, one is one is a full stack developer who knows ML. I will always be offering a job to a person who knows ML. Why? Because that person is a full stack developer already, and that person has a lot of additional skills. For example, one is ML. Okay, so that should be your focus area. Don't focus on just one skill. Focus on multiple skills, but make sure that your multiple skills has at least one or more core skill that you should be doing. Okay, so yeah, and then you should also be knowing that our job market is evolving very fast. Okay, so the skills that you know today will be useless 4 years down the line. I give a very interesting example to all my students that 4 years back we were using JavaScript. Okay, JavaScript and some jQuery. Fast forward 4 years, we are not using any of those. We are using now React.js, okay, which is completely new. Okay, so technologies are changing very fast. So you should be knowing that you should always be training yourself. Okay, you should always be taking up courses online. Okay, so that you are always in demand. Number one. Number two, just getting good grades at college will not get you anywhere. Try looking at the kind of placements that your college has done in the last couple of years. You will know why I'm saying this. Okay, because your college education is not sufficient. Either if you are in IITs or NIITs, then it's okay. But if you're not in those colleges, you should understand that just having your college education will not get you a job. If you want to get a job, then you should be doing online courses. Okay, you should be doing all as many online courses as possible. You should be building projects. You should be building up your resume and then applying for a job. Okay, that is a much better way of getting a success. Now these earning potentials that I mentioned, like Android developer 8 lakhs per annum, or full stack developer 12 lakhs per annum, or social media marketing, now these skills make sense, right? Of course they do, because now you know how and what is the way to getting this, to getting to a point of this. Very simple. Do great online courses, build great projects, build great resume, apply for an internship, then go for a job. And also do competitive programming. Very simple. And then make sure that you have chosen a core skill as well as you have chosen some add-on skills. Very simple. Now we're going to explore some career paths. These are the career paths on which you will very normally find a lot of job openings in the job market. For example, full stack developer. So if you want to be a full stack developer, it is a job it is a job role which basically combines your backend with front end. So for example, if you see facebook.com, and if you want to build, for example, facebook.com website, then obviously it involves a lot of server side engineering. Okay, so you will need to write a lot on the server side, like making the databases work and making your backend logic work, right? And then you need to do a lot of front end engineering. So all the interfaces and everything that you see on the front end, on the user end, with which the user is interacting, that comes the front end part. Okay, and And that front end and back end, when they're combined, it makes up the full stack job developer role. Okay, full stack developer role is a very good career path. It is a very useful career path, I would say. Why? Because if you pass out from your college, you will see a lots and lots of job postings with the full stack development as the requirement for it. Okay, there are a couple of stacks on which full stack development is done. For example, main stack, that is Node.js, or maybe it's PHP. For most of these courses, for most of these skills, you can find courses at Eckovation. Okay, next is the Android engineer. Android engineer is one of the most fruitful career paths that I have mentioned over here. It very easily gets you a job. Almost each and every company that you see out there, whether established companies or small startups, almost all of them are making their Android applications. It's a very good and very easy to get a job role in Android as an Android developer. Okay. Fortunately, you can also learn Android at Ecovation by subscribing to a Ecovation course, by subscribing to an Ecovation Android development course. Okay, then comes the social media marketing. Okay, you know, right, that social media marketing though. So all these brands, all these ads that you see on Facebook, Twitter, and Google and everywhere, all these things are work of a social media marketing manager. Okay, if you are interested in marketing, if you are an engineer, okay, then you should definitely look into this job role. This job role enables you to combine your marketing skills. It enables you to basically combine your marketing skills with your engineering analytical mind to basically entice users to click on your ads on Facebook and Google and all these places, right? So it's a very good role. If you want to get into this role, you can take up a course also on Ecovation and become and launch your career as a social media marketing manager. Then comes the Selenium engineer. So all the products that you see out there, for example, like say Zomato app or Flipkart app or all these apps that you see, these apps are so complex that they have a lot of functions
It's 6:30.
that they do, right? And these products are being developed by very large teams. Okay, so it becomes very important for them to ensure that whatever new features that they are adding up in their products, they don't break the existing functionalities. Okay, and all of that is the work of a Selenium engineer. So Selenium engineer makes sure that the quality of the product is never compromised. They make sure that the product is always working fine, no matter what features are added into the product and in what circumstances the product is used. Okay, so that is the work of a Selenium engineer. It's again a very fruitful and very good kind of role, and you will find a lot of job opportunities when you pass out from your college as a Selenium engineer. You can also find a Selenium engineering course at Ecovation as well. Then comes the UX and UI designer. So whatever interfaces that you see, like in like your mobile app interface or your website interface, these interfaces are so complex that that it really takes a designer to basically ensure that all these things work properly. Okay, they look good and they basically are useful when the user uses them, right? So suppose if you have to make an interface of the WhatsApp application, for example, or for example, if you have to make a movie booking site, for example, Book My Show. So all these things basically are really the work of a UX UI designer who makes sure that everything is put out well in all the interfaces that these apps and these things are having. Okay, again, this is a very fruitful role, and if you have an artistic mindset, okay, if you know if you're an artist, if you're good at drawing and stuff like that, if you are also an engineer, then you can train yourself to be a UX UI designer. Very fruitful role. There are very less people available in the market who can do good UX and UI. Okay, So if you're looking for that, you should definitely look into that. Fortunately, there is a very good course taken by a person from IIT Delhi with lots of years of experience in UX and UI at Eckovation as well. So you should definitely take a look into that. Then comes the IoT engineer. So IoT engineer, so as we discussed in a lot of slides of this presentation, that IoT is the thing. Okay, IoT is going to get really big in the next couple of years. So the people who already know and have an experience in IoT will be able to encash this opportunity very well. So IoT engineer, basically to become a successful IoT expert, you need to have two skills. First of all, you should know how to combine, how to put various electronics that you are having on a network. Okay, so it involves a lot of electronics engineering. Then it also involves on how to communicate, how to make a server which can communicate very easily with all these devices spread out in the world. Okay, that requires your full stack development skills. So IoT is really the combination of both your server development, your client side development, and your electronics engineering. Okay, so when you combine all of these skills and you add lot of skills of optimization and stuff like that, then it becomes your IoT engineer role. Okay, IoT engineering role will not get you a job just when you pass out from your college, but it is a very fruitful skill to have, because a lot of companies are now looking up for people who know IoT. Okay, so if you already are preparing for a core skill, then IoT is a very good second skill that you can add. So for example, if you already know Android, then you should definitely do a course in IoT, because it will really give you an edge when you're applying for your jobs. And there is also a possibility that after a couple of months that you can transition yourself into completely into a IoT role. Okay, so that is also a possibility. So Ecovision offers courses at each of these career paths, okay, including IoT. Okay, so if you're really wanting to do and launch your career as one of these career paths, definitely take up a course on Ecovision. Placements. So when you do these courses, you can easily get placed in various companies like Flipkart, Snapdeal, Ecovation, Ola Cabs, or Uber, or Book My Show, or Zomato. Okay, you can very easily get placed at one of these companies. All these companies are almost always hiring for the roles that I have, or the career paths that I have mentioned. Okay, so you should definitely like skill up yourself, so that you can be one of the persons who will finally be working at one of these companies. And if you have the desired skills, then companies will be running after you, not you after the companies. Okay, you will always be in demand if you know the right kind of skills that you should be having. Little bit about Ecovision. So Ecovision is a network of more than 7 lakh users, more than 250,000, like more than 2.5 lakh students, engineering students are now on Ecovision, making Ecovision the biggest learning platform for engineering students. Okay, if you're interested in any of the courses that I have mentioned, which basically cater to a lot of career paths that I have defined, like full stack, Android development, social media marketing, big data, or IoT, and definitely go to the Ecovations courses page and use the Eco webinar. That's ECKOWEBINAR, and subscribe into these courses. Okay, if you do that, then you will also be becoming a part of the winter internship program that Ecovation has launched, which will enable you to get the maximum possible opportunities in the winter, and this will basically guide you to basically spend your winter time correctly. Okay, just one last thing before I open up this session for doubts. Ecovation has recently launched a hotline number, that is 9266677335. You can give a call on this number at any time. There are more than 50 career counselors that are always attached to this number, who will be taking up your doubts and helping you subscribe the best possible courses at Ecovation. Even if you're not going to subscribe any Ecovation, you just want to know about what is the scope of a particular field or something like that, then you can always call this number. Okay, this number is going to be live 24 hours a day for all times a day. Okay, so you should definitely store this number and get connected with Ecovation. Okay. So that is it from my side. I will now be opening this session for doubts. Okay. Um, I am now turning off the presentation and turning on the camera so that you all you guys can see me. Um, just hold on. I need to see how I can. Yeah. Okay, so I hope you guys can see me now. I will now I will now be taking up your doubts. Let me go ahead and start taking them up, taking doubts now. Okay, so let me start reading all these doubts. Yeah. Okay, so let me just start taking up the doubts. Just hold on for a moment. Yeah. Okay. So the first doubt is from Alkesh. Okay, so yeah, Alkesh Kumrawat. Is this winter training program online or classroom program? Alkesh, the Ecovations winter training program is online. Okay, because we really believe in the concept of online learning because it is cheap, it is high quality, and it gets you the maximum possible opportunities from the limited time that you're having. Okay, so and the quality of the teachers who are teaching you is top notch. Okay, and the kind of help that you get in setting up your resumes and basically trying to find an internship opportunities that are also immense. Okay, so so we really think that online is the best mode to learn any skill that you want to. So that is why the winter training program that Equation has launched is online as well. So I hope this answers your question. If this answers your question correctly, then please like post us a message in the reply. Aman Chauhan, can you upload free courses? No, Aman. The most of the courses that Ecovation is having are paid courses. The reason being that we offer you a lot of quality, we offer you a lot of mentorship. Okay, so the Ecovation courses are not like the places like the online forums where you post in your doubts and you get replies after 5 days or 10 days. It's not like that. So since Ecovation instructors are always connected with their courses and they have spent a lot of time in handling these courses. That is why Equation courses are not free. Okay, so yes, so Equation does offer a refund policy. If you're not satisfied with any course, you can get a refund within 7 days after the subscription. Okay. Manish is asking, sir, according to the statistics, which do you think what has the better scope in India, MLAI or IoT? Manish, I would say on the basis of statistics, MLAI has a greater scope as compared to IoT in India. Okay. Akash Dubey, what courses will be most helpful for computer science students? Akash, I would suggest that you should be doing 4 courses, like very much, because I think those are the most helpful courses for you guys. One is that you should be learning full stack development, you should be learning Android development, then you should be learning ML and AI, and then you should be learning robotics. That is what my recommendation to all you guys is. Reason being that Android and full stack courses will help you get the maximum job opportunities, number one. Number two, once you do your your ML and AI course, you will be having that extra edge that people are always looking for when they are hiring for candidates, that you should be having an experience in AI. And there will also, you will also be able to basically do and learn good level like statistics and mathematics, and being able to apply good level algorithms and the data that you are getting. Okay, that is also the thing that you should be focusing on. And the fourth one is robotics. Why I recommend robotics course to almost every like engineering student out there? Reason being that this robotics course really allows you to see your coding, your code in action. You will really be able to apply your concepts of coding, and you will be able to bundle it with the hardware. And you will, in the first time when you press an enter button on your screen, you see a robot moving in a line. That is a very nice feeling, and that basically enables you to think in the perspective of your code in a much broader sense. That is why I recommend robotics course to almost everyone, like whosoever asks me for a recommendation. So that is my recommendation. Ecovation offers all these four courses by the top quality educators, so definitely look into it. If Akash, if I have answered your doubt correctly, please do reply us with this in the chat section. Okay. Manasa is asking how long is the session. Manasa, our sessions are generally 1 hour long. Okay. Yashita, now what is the scope of a Java developer? Yashita, so Java is a language actually. You know what? So learning just Java doesn't get you a lot of opportunities. Okay, it is a like a path in your career. It's not a path, it's just a milestone that okay, that you know Java. After knowing Java, you should either be getting into big data, or you should be getting into Android development. Okay, but you really have to get into one of these things, like after you have learned Java, so that you can maximize your opportunities after you basically pass out from your college.
It's 6:45.
Ayushi Rai, which courses are helpful for IT students? Ayushi, I just answered this question. You should be doing four courses. You should be doing full stack development course, Android development course, ML course, and the robotics course. That is my recommendation for you. Sumit is asking, is Python language important? Yes, Sumit, Python language is important if you want to do ML, AI, or big data, or say, for example, web development, any sort of development that you do. There's a very high chance that all these things will involve a lot of Python. Python, yes, learning Python is very important. Okay. Okay. Another question. Another question from Virendra. What courses will be most useful for electrical and electronics? Okay, Virendra, that is a very good question. So if you are in electrical and electronics, again, you should be learning full stack and Android development. Okay, you can do any one of these courses also if you are very much not very much interested in one of like in one of these areas. For example, if you're not interested in Android, then do just full stack. If you're not interested in full stack, just do Android. But do at least one. Okay, if it would be better if you do both. Okay, and then do a MATLAB course. Okay, MATLAB is very important because you will be getting to use MATLAB in your MLAI also, and then you will be able to use this MATLAB in your lot of electronics projects also. Okay, so learn MATLAB, learn ML and AI, and do full stack and Android course. Okay, if you are not doing any one of these courses out of these four courses I have recommend, then you can add up your robotics course also. Because if you are from a very good engineering college, then you can skip and robotics. But if you are not, then it is very much important that you do robotics course. Why? Because a lot of like the course content of of many colleges for electronics is not up to date. So it is very important that you learn about Raspberry Pi and Arduino kind of things. Okay, so do learn robotics because it will help you learn the best tools, the latest tools that are out there to learn these technologies, okay, to learn the various robotics technologies. So we should definitely look into that as well. Then if you once you have done all of these courses, then you should also get into IoT, because IoT is seriously your domain, right? You will be able to combine your electronics with the server engineering technologies, and you will be able to get launch your career in the IoT as well. So do an IoT course as well. So 5 courses for you: full stack, Android, MLAI, robotics, and IoT. Okay, and also do MATLAB if you're not doing one of these courses. Uh, Rajneesh, you're asking, can I do a course in our hometown? Yes, Rajneesh, you can do a course in your hometown. Why? Because Ecovation courses are online, so you can do them from any place wherever you are. So we have so probably you are from a small town. Probably, if you are, then you should definitely take up one of these online courses. Why? Because you will be able to get connected with the best possible instructors who are not generally available when you are doing any of the courses in offline or somewhere like that, right? So you should definitely take up a course online, and yes, you will be able to do it and in your hometown because you're doing it online. Yash Agarwal is asking, sir, I am a first year CS student. How should I make moves? Yash, try doing as many courses as possible. Probably subscribe for a combo course at Eckovation, which gives you access to 15 courses, something like that. Do as many courses as possible, learn as many skills as possible, because you are still young. It is very good that you start early, okay, because then you will be able to focus on one or two skills which will interest you the most, and then you will be able to have a lot of projects. And then if you go for an internship at the end of your second year, basically in your third year, you will be having a very high chance of getting of launching a very good career. Why? Because you would be knowing multiple skills. First of all, because you will be doing your efforts well in the first year, and then you will also be able to basically specialize very well in one area, because you have started early, and you will be having ample time to basically focus on one core area that you will be selecting. Okay, I hope that makes sense. If it does, then please shoot us a reply, like acknowledging it. Rajat is saying that which language will be best to learn and how. Rajat, I would suggest that don't choose from these languages, okay? Learn all of them. If you have a mandate that you can learn only one right now, that really depends in which year you are. If you are just about to pass out, or if you are in the later stages of your in BTech, for example, third year or fourth year, then go for Python. Why? Because that will enable you to open the best possible opportunities faster. If you're in first year or second year, then start from C++. Okay, start from C++, complete your Java, and then complete your Python. Okay, why? Because that will give you skills in 3 languages, in 3 completely different technologies, and then you will be able to have the best possible opportunities available for you. So don't choose just one of these languages. Do it only if you are in third year or fourth year. Rahul, Rahul is asking that how to get a good job and how to start with Django. So Rahul, I must suggest that try doing a course on Python from Ecovation. Okay, that will be able, with that course you will be able to build your enough skills in Python language, and then you will be able to learn Django, and you will be able to launch your career in the Python domain also. Okay. Ashutosh Soni is asking, will studying digital marketing from a computer science background be any helpful for career success? Yes, Ashutosh, it will be helpful, but that still, Ashutosh, yes, that still depends on what are your interests. If you want to build your career as a social media marketing expert, then yes, it will help you build your career in that. Okay, so it really depends on at which level and what are your expectations from your career. Okay. Guys, I'm also sharing an invite link because I'm afraid that we have just 8 minutes left for this session, so we might not be able to basically like cater to doubts of everyone over here. So I'm just posting up the link over here. Um, just hold on. Yeah, so this is the link. Rest of the doubts. Yeah, so we still have 8 minutes. I will still be answering all of your doubts. Don't worry, I'm still here for next 8 minutes. So Ashutosh, I hope I have answered your doubt. Okay, if I have, then please like shoot us an acknowledgement in the message area. Manish is asking, so for a first year CSE student who is willing to do a master in CSA from IISC, what will you advise him to do? Enhance his technical skills in CS program along with maths, or follow the college syllabus? So Manish, I would say that you should follow your college syllabus, okay? But try doing like an above average success in your college syllabus, okay? And then like take up initiative to basically learn your skill apart from your college also, okay? Don't just remain dependent purely on your college, okay? That is a very bad strategy to have. Rajat. Rajat is asking how someone advanced in coding from the beginner level. So Rajat, I would suggest practice is the only thing. Take up a course online, then build up some projects. Okay, gain some confidence, do some internship, and then participate in competitive programming, and then you will find yourself becoming an advanced developer. Okay. Aman is asking that can you suggest me a good course for IoT? Aman, I would say that the IoT course of Eckovation is one of the best courses that you will see online, because it really enables you to basically like build a lot of projects, learn Python, learn optimization also, and really it will help you launch your career in that area. Okay, so take up the you should definitely take up the IoT course at Ecovation. Okay, don't do remember that all of you can apply the Eco webinar webinar coupon code. Just while I'm talking, I can see that over 5 students have already joined in one of the courses that I've just mentioned. Okay, so you must know that the seats for the winter training program are limited. So if you guys are really interested, try subscribing as soon as possible. Okay, don't forget to use the Eco webinar code, because that will really help you get some awesome discount. Okay. Vivek Kumar is asking, in my college, we are taught Fortran for the first semester. So, what should I learn in this winter vacation? Vivek, I would suggest that you should learn Java, Android, and web development. So C++ you can skip if you want to learn these skills in just 1 month from now, in just all of these things in the winter itself, then you can fairly easily skip the the basically the C++ part. Okay, just focus on Java, Android, and web development. Okay, when your winter vacations end, it will be very fruitful for you to basically claim in your college, like so you're from good college. Okay, IIT Roorkee. I am from IIT Delhi itself. So it will be a very good skill to have. It will be a very cool thing when you go and join after your December vacations and say that, okay, hey, I know web development, I know Android development. I've already done that part in the winter vacation itself, because that will enable you to basically enhance your skill in the further areas at when you start your second semester. Okay, and in that second semester, if you do these things well in the December, when you start your second semester, you will be able to get an internship in the following summer itself. That is what I did when I was in IIT Delhi. Okay, so I really recommend that you do it as well. Sumit. Sumit Kumar is asking, is there a course on Arduino? Yes, Sumit, we have one of the world's best course on Arduino. The course is robotics course. Search for robotics certification course on Ecovation. You will be able to find a robotics course, and you should definitely subscribe into it. Definitely use the Eco webinar coupon code. that I've just mentioned, ECKOWEBINAR, and look for that, and you should definitely be able to subscribe into that course. Okay, there's just 3 minutes left. I'm trying to take up as many doubts as possible. Um, Rabjot Singh is asking scope of data science. When a first year student should study data science or not? So Rabjot, I would suggest that you should not get into data science directly in your first year. First, build up your skills in core languages like C++, Java, and C and data structures, and then also learn one of your core skills like full stack or Android, and then get into data science. Okay, because just knowing data science only is not a very good career thing that you would like to achieve in your career. Okay, that is very important. Manish, what are the other fields that a student must master to get a career ready? Big data, application development, MLAI, and for IoT. Which one has a greater scope in India after 4 years, according to you, as you are an expert? So, Manish, I would suggest that application development has the best scope as a fresher. Okay, other skills like ML, AI, IoT, and big data are add-on skills. So get into application development for sure. And then once you're done with that, get into big data and then ML, AI, and then IoT. Go in that order. Application development, big data, ML, AI, and IoT. Go in that order. That will get you the maximum job opportunities when you pass out from your college. Ashutosh is asking, data mining and analysis going to be any trend in future? They are not going to trend in future. They're already trending right now, and they will only trend at a higher scale in the days to come, Ashutosh. Okay, so mind that. Yeah. So anything else? Ashutosh is asking any online course that you might want to recommend. Ashutosh, I would suggest that you should do and you should take up the courses that are available, that are offered by Eckovation. That is the best possible place to basically learn your skill. Okay, so you should definitely look into that. What should be the sequence of learning? Get into coding first. Good, get into coding on websites like HackerRank, and into IoT, Android, and data scientist.
7 o'clock.
So I would suggest, Mohit, that first get into some online courses, get into Android first, then become a data scientist, and then become an IoT. Okay, and only after that you should start looking for coding on these websites. Okay, so you should first really build up some skill that you want to practice. Okay, and only after that you should be looking up for these websites. Okay. um, Although we have already passed out our time of 7 p.m., but I'm still going to look for some more questions that you guys are having. Manish is asking, when is the right time for doing competitive programming? Manish, I would suggest fourth year is the final time when you should be looking at competitive programming. Before that, you should be building up your resume, taking up courses online, and doing as many things as possible. Ayushi is asking, for the second year, which type of project will be the best? Ayushi, I would like to take that out offline. Okay. Pradeep is asking, if one is a beginner in C, what shall be the next step? Pradeep, again, I would like to take up that in the groups that have been shared in the chat. Okay. Yeah, so I'm more or less done with the doubts that you guys are having. Okay, and a lot of you people are still having some doubts. I would suggest that please post your doubts in the group. Okay, join that group. Join these groups. Okay, there I will be available offline to basically answer all your doubts. You can also contact Ecovation on the hotline number. You can also email us at engineering@ecovation.com. Also remember to use Eco Webinar as the code. Okay, and you should also explore the courses at ecovation.com/courses.html. Okay, that is it from my side. I hope this webinar were useful to you guys. We generally don't extend our time beyond 7 p.m., but this time we did because there were a lot of doubts that you guys are having, and I was very happy with the response that you guys have been sending out. Um, and also, please do enroll yourself in the winter training program as soon as possible because we are running out of seats. Okay. And thanks a lot. I hope this webinar was useful to you at least in some way. I really look forward to you guys and having you in one of our courses. Okay. Thank you guys. Thanks a lot. See you in the next webinar. Thank you.